Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, you may be looking at the title and thinking, oh great, another person jumping on the trend of trying to be vegan for a week. But if you guys have been around my channel for a while, then you will know that I probably came up with this idea almost a year or over a year ago, and I've been planning it and thinking about it ever since, but I was just never able to knuckle down and actually do it. But since I'm living with my mum and mum actually really wanted to try it as well, she's kind of pushed me, and so this week we are finally doing Vegan Week. Now, I've watched quite a few of these vegan videos and I feel like people are just kind of doing it wrong. They aren't eating the right foods, they're not eating enough, they don't really know what they're doing. It feels like they haven't really done much research. The best one I probably have seen is Bella Fiore did one recently, and she eats quite a lot of vegetarian and vegan food already, I'm pretty sure, so she kind of knew what she was doing, and that was really good. But I still wanted to take mine one step further and have it be really informative, because I've always been one of those people, I'm not ashamed to admit it, that I thought veganism was too expensive and I thought it was too hard and I thought you had to really think about your meals. So basically I'm here to test for myself and hopefully help you guys out as well and see if all those myths about it are actually true. So if you guys are interested in finding out this, then just keep on watching. So for part one of this series, we're going to be focusing on my grocery haul, because for me, I guess the two main factors were one, money, because I really thought it would be quite expensive. So I'm going to be comparing it to how much we would usually spend on a weekly shop and seeing the differences. And also the taste was very important for me, because if you know me at all, I love food. So there's a couple of things in here like the fake meats, the fake cheeses that really scare me, but otherwise all the veggies, they're fine. But it will be very interesting to see how we go. So overall, we actually spent $158. On a usual weekly shop, we would spend around $150. There's 3 of us in this household, and we pretty much spent the exact same amount. So we also did our shop at Woolworths because they have a lot more vegan options, and when I was doing my research I did find that out, and then a couple of people actually told me that as well, so that was great to know. So if you are looking into veganism, then definitely Woolworths, not Coles. And so at Coles I actually get a staff discount, so I took off what I would have got as a staff discount off this amount, and it came down to pretty much an equal $150. So I'm actually very surprised to say that a normal shop and a vegan shop cost me the exact same amount. I know that may just be a once-off. There is a lot of things in the cupboard that I didn't need to buy. We already have, like oats and potatoes, but still, a lot of these things will last, so it's not like you'd have to buy them every week. Have a bag of lentils, which apparently I won't need to use lots of. And really, I'm pretty surprised, but I'm also very happy. So that's kind of one myth that's already been busted. So here is our receipt. As you can see, everything marked, I hope you can see that, with the green star next to it is vegan. And the only things that weren't vegan was just some normal cheese and some normal milk, because we're actually not starting the vegan week until 2 days after this shop. And my sister is also, you know, she's going to take part, but not 100%. So we still wanted her to have the option of normal milk and normal cheese, because to be honest, I'm also scared of bio cheese. So if it's really gross, I do not want to force her to eat it, but mum and I will definitely be sticking to everything. So yeah, that's just a couple of things, but otherwise, pretty much a 100% vegan shop, and I'm pretty happy about that. So the first couple of things we picked up were some little sweet treats. So we have some coconut yogurt with passion fruit. I am very excited about this. I can't really imagine this being bad. So this will just be good on nights where maybe dinner wasn't so satisfying, which I don't feel like is going to happen, but just in case it does, we've got a nice dessert to finish it off. Then mum also wanted to try this little chia pod, so I'm very curious about that. I'm sure I'll have a little taste, but this will mainly be for her. And this says vegan on it, so I was happy about that, because it's just easier when things actually tell you they're vegan, so you don't have to sit there going through all the ingredients. And then the final thing, which I really wanted to try, is this chocolate mousse, because for me, when I see the word chocolate, I just automatically think it's not going to be vegan, but that is not the case. So this is coconut milk mousse, and I'm very excited. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot in this video, so sorry. The next thing we grabbed is an unsweetened almond milk. So mum and I pretty much only drink almond milk anyway. The only time we use normal milk is in mashed potato, and that's because we are making it for my sister as well. But this week we'll be using this in our mash, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be just as good. So we stocked up on another one of those. The next thing we grabbed was some basmati rice. We're going to be having a curry, so that's what that one's for. And I was looking at all the rices thinking, oh, are these vegan? And then mum just looked at me and said, they're made of rice. The ingredient is rice. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that all rice would be vegan. So the next things we got is for the curry as well. We have coconut milk and coconut cream. I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of my favorite meals because it's basically vegan anyway if you just remove the meat, and I've actually had a lentil curry before and it was really good. While we are on the topic of curry, I may as well just show you guys the lentils that we picked up. I just picked any. Don't think it really matters which ones you get. The next thing we grabbed was actually just stocking up for mum for the week after vegan week because we didn't even think about it actually being vegan, and it is Vegemite, and guess what? This is vegan, so mum's very excited. In case the cheese again is gross, you can just mix it with Vegemite, put it in a toasty, and amazing. The next two things are for our vegan tacos, which I actually only made a couple of weeks ago, and they were a big hit, so I knew that I had to include that this week, and that is red kidney beans and chickpeas. The only thing you have to do is make sure you cook chickpeas for long enough, but otherwise, these things are great. The next thing was kind of for mum because she does like to snack on a biscuit at night time with her coffee. So we have some Scotch fingers. Now, we were looking through the biscuit aisle and I'm sure there is some vegan biscuits, but a lot of them just might have a little bit of egg or a little bit of milk. So we went to the health food section and found these. And honestly, I'm pretty keen to try them because Scotch fingers is one of my favorite biscuits. So if these taste the same, which I imagine they will, then I'll be pretty happy with that. So the next thing is just some fettuccine for a creamy mushroom pasta that I'm going to be making. And this has pretty much got one ingredient, so I don't see how this could not be vegan. And if it isn't, or if you are fussy about things that may contain traces of egg or something because of the factory they're made in, then I apologize, but for me, it's just pasta. The next thing is our usual Helga's bread in the mixed grain. This is the stuff we always get. We know it's good, so it's nice to have some things that are the same because then it doesn't feel like everything we're eating is so strange. Next up, we have Nuttalex. I actually used to eat this anyway. I don't know why, just when I was living with Jake, we just converted to this and he didn't even really notice, to be honest, and I grew accustomed to the taste, so I thought, why not grab this for the week? Because there was other options, but I know this and I like this. I just got the buttery one, whereas usually I'd get the original, I think. So mum is a big fan of butter, so I'm curious to see what this will be like. I feel like it'll be really good. The next thing is probably the one thing that I was a little unsure about whether it was vegan or not, and I did so much research trying to find out, and I got people saying yes and people saying no, so I just decided to get it anyway, and if I'm wrong, then I do apologize, but it was just easier for me to get it all in this one kit. So we have the burrito kit from Old El Paso. This is obviously for our vegan tacos. I know the salsa and the seasoning will be vegan. I just really was unsure about the wraps, but honestly, the wraps taste so good and it's what we used last time and it just goes so well together. So I just really wanted to get this and I'm pretty sure it's suitable for vegans. So fingers crossed no one gets mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm saving all the gorgeous fresh produce for last. So the final things we're going to talk about is the fake meat and cheese, the scary part. So the first thing is bio cheese. Now this stuff is expensive and this is probably what made me think that veganism would be really, really pricey. But really, if you only get a few of these things and mainly fresh produce, it's going to be pretty cheap because fresh produce is affordable. So yes, I am very nervous to try this. It is made out of, what are you made of? Coconut oil. Okay, water, coconut oil, flavorings. I'm so intrigued. I feel like I've heard people say that vegan cheese is just better melted because the taste is a bit better. So if it's bad, I'm just going to be melting it in a toasty every single day. The next thing wasn't a planned thing that we were going to pick up, but we do like to have ham in our sandwiches for lunch every day. So mum was pretty interested in trying out this stuff. So this is tofurkey smoked ham deli slices. This is made of water, wheat, tofu, soybeans. Never had tofu, never had soybeans, so I'm really, really scared about this. Almost more scared of the cheese, of this, than the cheese, but Either way, I'm gonna give it a go. Let me know if you guys have tried this stuff. I know I've heard of the brand, so I don't think it'll be bad, but it's just going to be very different. The next thing is courtesy of my good friend Brittany, because she doesn't stop talking about these. So we're going to be having veggie burgers, so I thought I may as well pick up these Moroccan veggie burgers. These are actually only $4 and you get 4 in the pack, so I think that's really good value. And yeah, she pretty much just convinced me to get them because she's always saying how good they are. And I do love burgers and I'm not a big veggie burger person, so hopefully they don't let me down. Oh, actually, I just have a couple of things in the freezer. Let me grab those. So I found out on a website called Accidentally Vegan that these Mighty Soft burger buns were vegan. So I thought just to make our burgers more deluxe, I would grab those. And just to treat myself for lunch one day, or maybe just as a snack, I really wanted to try out these fries chicken nuggets because, again, if you know me at all, I am obsessed with chicken nuggets. And I'm really not confident about these, but I have heard good things. But yeah, if these taste anywhere near as good as a real chicken nugget, I will be very happy. The final fake meat product is these sausages. So this is called beer brats, and these are from Tofurkey again, and are made of water, wheat, tofu, soybeans. So very similar to a lot of the other things really. The only thing that was scaring me about these is they look very strange. Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. They look kind of gross, but you know, I'm happy to give it a go. Mum really wanted to try these as well, so I thought, why not? The only thing I just realized is there's only 4. So we may have to try and have these on a night where my sister's not home because there's not enough. And these were expensive. Now I'm just going to whiz through all the fresh produce because obviously it's nothing exciting and new. So first up we have some strawberries with no sewing needles in them. Isn't that just great? So they will be good for snacks, breakfast, or just with the yogurt. Then we have a couple of mandarins, mainly for Mum. She loves these, whereas for me, I am more of a bananas gal, so we've got plenty of those. Then just have a lemon because you never know when you're gonna need a lemon. Then have 2 capsicums. We almost just got one, which was this one because it was pretty big, but Mum decided to get another one and I agreed with this decision because I love capsicum, and it also means that we don't have to, you know, hold back on how much we use, so that will be good. Then have lots of tomatoes. There's actually 3 more in the fridge, I'm pretty sure, because I'll use, because I will use a couple of these in my tacos, but then also we just have these in sandwiches every single day. So we always need lots of tomatoes. Then an avocado, again for Mum. Honestly, I wished I liked avocado because it's so good for you and it would be really great as a vegan, but I do not, so not for me. The next thing we have is 2 huge bags of mushrooms. So again, like the capsicum, we were just gonna get 1 bag, but we were just thinking, you know, it's better to make too much and have leftovers for lunches some days rather than have possibly not enough. So I love mushrooms, Mum loves mushrooms, my sister loves mushrooms, and everyone loves a creamy pasta, so these are going to be good. We then have the giant bag of spinach because this again will be in sandwiches every single day. It might be thrown into a couple of our meals, and basically we just eat a lot of spinach, so I thought, you know, especially for vegan week, we need a lot. We then have a bunch of carrots. We still had some left over, but I thought better to be safe than sorry, so we grabbed some more. These are the odd bunch ones though, so there's some funny like little ones, but I mean, they're still carrots. We then have a zucchini for the tacos. I hate zucchini, but honestly, you can't taste it at all. It just adds nutritional value and makes it more filling, so why not? And the final thing is a cauliflower. So that is about $150 of purely vegan food, and I am pretty happy with myself for this, and I am very excited. So before we wrap up the video, I'm just going to run through our weekly planner and let you guys know what meals will be coming up so that when you watch the next video, you kind of have an idea of what you're going to be seeing. So on Sunday night, we are having tacos, so that is tomorrow night. Vegan week starts tomorrow, and I'm very excited, but by the time you guys watch this, it will be over. And then for Monday night, well, the nights don't really matter, but we'll be having our fake meat, so our sausages with veggies and mashed potato on the side. And the next night, we'll be having the creamy mushroom pasta, probably most excited for that, and the tacos, and the curry. I'm literally excited for everything. And then veggie burgers another night, and then the lentil curry. So I think they're all really good meals, really hearty meals, and honestly quite easy. So Don't know why I ever thought that eating vegan would be so difficult. I think it was really just more the cost that put me off and the taste, because as I've said, I love food. So I think that's everything I wanted to talk about today. Just a quick disclaimer, even though I probably should put this at the start, but you know, I am not against vegans. I'm not doing this to mock them in any way. I'm purely just curious and I want to help myself and I want to help you guys. And Mum was intrigued, so I thought it was fun to do together. And yeah, I just really wanted to give it a go. So I hope no one gets offended, and I hope if any of this is not vegan, then someone will just politely let me know, because I really have tried my best to get everything spot on. But yeah, I think that's all I need to say. So I hope you guys are excited. I am so excited once again. I've said it so many times. But yeah, make sure you guys give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you are new. And of course, click the little notification bell so you don't miss another video. And I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing day. And I will see you in my next video when I've only eaten vegan food for a week. Bye guys.
Times XM